My grandma said that she wanted to get out. She wanted to retire. The equipment basically sat the day my grandpa died, which was like July 22nd of 2006, I think, around there. 2006. He passed away. And my grandma didn't know how to use the equipment, so it all sat. So my grandpa bought this in like 1999 or 2000, one of those 2 years, for $2,500. It's a Farmall 806. I think it's 1966, 1967. I really don't remember what year it is, but it's the biggest tractor I have. I think this was the first tractor I got running. I had to put a lot of work into the H to get it going. I use this for baling, mowing hay, disking, pulling wagons, all that stuff. He really wanted this to go to my parents, but when they got divorced, that kind of came out of the picture. So the idea was it would go to my sister and I. Well, my sister really didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't really have anything to do with it. So my grandma was just like, she'll sell the property. And I basically wrote her out a whole letter. She still has it, I think, 3 pages or whatever. And I was like, before you sell the property, give me a chance to just dabble with it. See if I even enjoy the concept of farming. Let me try different things, what I want to do. And if I enjoy it, would you eventually, let me inherit the property? This was the first tractor my grandpa ever bought. So this is a 1947 Farmall H. He bought this in like August of 1985 at an auction in town for $125. He did basically everything with this tractor right off the bat. And then in 1977, he bought this tractor. This is a 1956 Farmall 300, and this thing's kind of cool. It's got a wide front end on it. It has power steering. So I really like using this tractor because it's just so much more user friendly. And a few years ago, I painted this on the hood because this was the last tractor that he ever drove before he passed away. That is a 1949 Farmall Cub that I purchased in 2021. It's really small. It's only 8 horsepower, so it really can't do the work that these bigger tractors can do, but I wanted one, so I bought one. I saw the property as like something too good to let go. It's something that my family had, and I did not want to see it go away, so I figured I would like to try and see what I can do with it before my grandma got rid of it. And now I'm to the point where I'm like, this has to stay in the family. This is my 4th year farming now, and my hope is that I can continue to do this every single year. This isn't really like, I don't like to make money off of the farming operation. I like to break even. All the money I do make, I reinvest back into the property, like the concrete in the machine shed. Put it back into it. The Super M, which you will see, has new tires on it. That was a reinvestment. The square baler was an investment. When I started, I had no idea what a farm was, how to farm. And that's where I differ from like most of the kids that I know. They have grown up on the farm. I never farmed. I walked in and opened the door to the machine shed. This was my world now. I had to figure out how to live with it. And I basically just learned off of like Facebook, old tractor forums, and YouTube videos. Like how to raise chickens, literally. That's what I looked up. The ag kids at Spring River College, they all are involved with family farm in some way. Most of them farm using modern equipment, modern tractors, and I'll post pictures of me driving these things. And my classmates are like, how do you do that? Because they have AC, heated cabs, radios, nice suspension. It's just a completely different world that like most people don't understand anymore. So this is kind of storage. I also use this as a brooder. So like I get young chicks in. This is where I keep them. I keep rabbits in here and my turkeys. If I ever have a sick chicken, like right there, I bring them in here. This is kind of like just a a place where I can keep better track of my animals. So, this is one of my goat pens. They have seemingly escaped somehow, which they do often, and I think I'm looking at how they did it. But yeah, this is one goat pen, and then over here is another one. These ones don't get out. I built this pen a little bit better. That's Goat on the left and Hank on the right. They're older, the other ones are kind of younger. I don't really make much money on the goats, if I make any. Their feed is basically free because I make it. I pay a little bit to worm them, but I get to sell their children. So that makes me a little bit of money. They have this little area over here to run, and I have located the other goats. It's not really a big deal if they get out. They don't go anywhere and they know where their home is. Just when it comes time that I start like actually planting stuff, then it'll be an issue if they get out. Right now they can get out and eat whatever they want. In the summer, I will let them have like basically this whole area right here. I'll fence it in and they'll keep this area mowed for me so I don't have to mow it. They're genius enough to get out, but not smart enough to actually get back in. I really enjoy being able to come down here and work with the land, work with nature, work with animals, work with the equipment. My job is just so diverse. I can do so many different things, and I like the system that the farm already had in place before I started. It's more of a sustainable system where I can grow my own meat, my own produce, the hay to feed the animals, and also to bring in some revenue for the farm. My eventual goal is like this will be a place where I can raise my family and we don't have to rely on going to the supermarket for stuff. Give my kids a good place to grow up. That's one of the main things about this is I want a safe, secure place for my family to be able to grow.